As you can see, the C30 made it outside, but did it go down the road? No. But are we gonna make it better for virtually free? Oh yeah. And welcome back, my car people, my car friends. Oh my goodness, this is Speed Trends Racing, and I'm excited as always because look behind me. It's the C30 and it is outside, but did it go down the street? Kinda. All right, so it went down the street. I didn't even film it. It didn't want to run, and then the radiator was, you know, just puking water like crazy. And so let's go and do a bunch of free stuff, or virtually free stuff, as we're saving up for a radiator so we can go and take it down the road one more time real soon. I'm about to move the C30 inside the shop, but before I do that, I have made a list. So one of the things I want to do on my list is I want to cut this portion of the fender a little bit more, just about maybe half an inch or so, to clear my 31 by 10.5s. Then take the gas tank out, put a different seat cover in. The door hinges on the passenger side are very hard to move, so I'm going to WD-40 those. And then the lock cylinders are kind of hard to open and close, so we're going to use some lubricant to fix that. This window crank on this side needs to be dealt with. Headlights don't work, but that's on a switch. Vacuum it out. Maybe I cannot believe that this actually happened. My brand new master cylinder is already starting to rust. That's how much moisture there is in the air in Tennessee. Isn't that crazy? So possibly clear that, probably won't. And then this grill, man, unfortunately it is broken on the back side here and held by a zip tie. And then this one's just broken all the way off. So yeah, let's get this thing in and start going to work. So I got the hatch and the Falcon out of the way, also the trailer, so I'm ready to get the truck in here. So I'm just started up, got water in it, and it's water falling as we speak, but it'll get me in the shop no problem. Alrighty guys, got the C30 inside the shop, and just look at all this stuff, this variety of basically free things that I can do to the truck. So I just ransacked my shop and grabbed every single little thing that I've either collected throughout the years for this truck or that needs to be done. So I'm very excited to do all these different things like windshield wipers, and then doing a little bit of JB welding for the front grille, putting another toggle switch in to be able to have the lights work. But I'm most excited for is the Mexican blanket, dude. So this one I had installed a couple years ago, probably 5+ years ago. And so all I'm gonna do is just put that one over this one. It'll make it just that much more comfy, dude. And it's gonna, you know, pop inside the truck, and then of course vacuum it out, and yeah, just start going down the list. And what's really nice is I am all about doing stuff that's like for virtually free. And right now I have like less than 50 bucks to my name until the next paycheck. We've all been there. And so next thing I want to do to this truck is of course the radiator, and then do the brakes and everything and get it down the road. But right now I got all day to work on things, so let's get to it. So the very first thing I want to do is the easiest thing I can do on the list, which is WD-40/lube up the door mirrors and the door hinges on this truck. So let's go ahead and just put a little bit of WD-40 on the mirrors. And so this door opens up pretty nice, but we're gonna lube it up anyways. Then onto this mirror. then this door is definitely a lot harder to open because I really don't open up this one very much. So this is definitely the one that I hope that we can just WD-40 and it's just gonna work. Check it out. It's a beehive. Oh my goodness. Good thing it's winter. Then don't forget the pop-out windows. Gotta grease those up too. Man. It's so great that you can just fix things for virtually free on old stuff. Love it. Man, just look at the action of this baby. I don't think I've ever even opened these up on this truck before, and they just pretty much effortless. Sweet. WD door hinges. Done. So of course, this being an old truck, it's kind of hard to open up the doors from the outside. So I got this graphite dry lubricant, which is made for cleaning out the inside of lock cylinders. So all you do, give it a little bit of a shake, put it down the hole, just like that, and just give it a couple sprays. Also got some on the key, so I'm just working it in and out like this. And then, ba-bam, like magic. Just, oh, look at that. Let's see how much luck we have on the passenger side. Work it back and forth. Then, oh my goodness, dude. I've never had this stuff work that good. Wow, very impressive. Door lock cylinders, done. Now to work on getting these old, real old windshield wipers off. These are a little bit stuck on. Aha, ta-da. Now these new ones, they can either work with like the hoop design or this flat blade with this little like dot slash notch in it. So I think we just slide it in and then it'll just lock. Oh, man, knocking them down. So you can't have a project car without using some JB Weld, am I right? So I got some JB Weld mixed up, and this bracket that holds the grill on to this chrome piece broke off. So I'm gonna put some on the edge of it all the way across and then put it back in ever so nice and then strap it down with some zip ties and hopefully it will hold. Got the bracket on there. I wasn't able to film because it's a little bit of a delicate task, but as you can see, got it all JB welded into place with a zip tie holding it in place. So we can knock that off. Right off our list right there. And finally, we get to do my favorite thing today, which is take out the seat and we're gonna put a new seat cover on it, another Mexican blanket. All it takes is a 1/2-inch wrench, and so it's 8 bolts, 2 on each corner underneath the seat. And let's get it out. And I hope I have enough room to get this seat out. And it's quite heavy too. It's just a tight fit and it's like long and awkward. Okay. Seat is out. So the next thing on the list is this door crank. So this goes on the end of this door crank right here. This knob, one of the screws a long time ago fell out. So I just found one that was in my spare bolts and I'm just gonna thread it on like so. I had to put it in my bench grinder to make it a little bit shorter, but it'll work just fine. Oh yeah, now we're talking. It's like brand new. Window crank. Done. All right, on to my favorite part. We're gonna put a new Mexican blanket over this seat. It'll cover the top portion and the bottom portion, I'm pretty sure. And we're just gonna zip tie it on, and it's gonna look awesome. So one of the really good strategies of putting a Mexican blanket or any kind of like seat cover on your seat is that you want it to like fit in really nice in all the creases, have it all match up, like all the lines are centered, you know, like in the seat, and they're all straight up and down, and that your edge under here is all level. And so when it is all done, it looks like how it should have been from the factory. And then I just thought of this just now. So you got this creasing here, right? So as you sit on it, of course, it's gonna pop out and it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look terrible, right? So what you do is you take a zip tie and then go through the middle here and then go and tuck it in your spot like this. And then you would have it on the back side in between the cushions. And then you would have, there's like the frame of the seat, and you can just attach it that way. So I'm gonna do one here, there, and here. So like 3 across, so it keeps it all sunk in. And it's just gonna be, it's gonna look great, guys. You'll just have to see it to believe it. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Man, look at that. Just perfectly tucked in. Looking super duper straight. Now I just got to get the corners in the back and the bottom, and then we'll be done with the seat. There isn't really an exact science to doing this. This is really just like, you know, flying off the seat of your pants kind of style of working, right? Where you're just, you know, going for it. So I kind of got it to where it's all level here, and you can see all the strings of the end of the blanket are underneath this. Just finding like places anywhere I can find a zip tie to where I can tie it together to the seat, but also be hidden. And it's looking pretty good, man. I'm pretty proud of it. As you can see, just following the way that the seat is made, trying to get this line to kind of go with the flow of the seat. It's pretty nice, man. Pretty nice. But bam, guys, dude, it looks so great. I cannot wait to get it in the truck. Man, I'm just knocking things off the list so fast. I've been working on this for about 3 or 4 hours now. And as you can see, I got my tire turned. So what does that mean? Well, check out that gap. Yeah, we're rubbing like crazy. So I'm gonna have to cut just a little bit more off the front face of this fender, and I'm gonna try to get it to where it's angled to where you barely even notice it. And of course, I mean, this thing has seen better days, so I don't mind cutting it up for these tires. All right, guys, it's time to hack. One of my favorite things to do. Having to take off just a little bit more. Looking good. It's like from the outside you would never even know, but one day I'll probably get a piece of sheet metal, try to fit it in here and weld it in, but we'll see if that ever happens. On to the other side. Wow, this thing has a lot of rust under here that I've never noticed, because the battery sits here and it must have been like leaking at one point in its lifetime, and just the whole inner part of the fender on the front face where the bumper is just all rotted out. So I'm trying to cut everything. It's not going to look like the other side, but I'm just cutting away all the rust and everything. So let's get back to hacking. Just got done, and I had to cut out a whole lot. As you can tell, there was a big piece right here that's part of the cab or the inner fender that I had to cut out because it was just all crazy corroded and stuff, as you can tell from right here. So yeah, I don't even rub, well, definitely don't rub on this side, and not much on that either. So just one more step to getting the list done. Speaking of list, cut inner fenders, done. So I'm debating if I want to do the gas tank or not, because I cannot remember if it was just dirty or what. But I mean, since I have the seat out, I might as well do it. So I'm not sure. Let's see. After thinking about it for about a week or so, I got the gas tank right here. The seat's out, so it is coming out, and I'm pretty sure there must be like rust and flakes and stuff like that inside the gas tank. So we're gonna try to get all that out. So there is 7 brackets plus 7 1/2-inch bolts to hold the whole tank on, plus these 2 gas lines for the setting unit and the pickup. So now all we gotta do is get it out of the filler neck hole on the side of the cab. So we're gonna pull it this way. Seat belts are in the way. Now it should come out no problem. Oh yeah. There it is. All right. Now let's go see how much rust it's got in it. The gas tank is out, and realistically I haven't had it out probably about 5 or 6 years, and as I shake it about, especially with 2 hands and shaking it back and forth, there's very little stuff in there. So I think I'm just gonna leave it alone and just put, like, you know, a couple filters, fill filters on it, and just go with that. And I was thinking about painting it black because you can actually see it back behind the seat in the cab. So I think if I painted that black, it would look pretty tight. So keep on rolling. As I've been waiting for paint to dry, I also found out I had some tape that I can use to put on the holes where you enter into the truck on the bottom portion of the cab on each side. And I found this tape on a construction job, and dude, it is literally the stickiest tape I've ever seen. Like, it barely comes off my hand, right? So it is pretty indestructible. So I went and I just measured it out real nice, used a knife and got it all, you know, covered up on each side. And so now it's going to be pretty airtight in this cab. And once the tank is dry, we're going to put the tank back in. Then the seat belts, it's going to look like a brand new truck in here. It's going to look awesome. Well guys, it looks like we are done with the list over here. Last thing we wanted to do is get the gas tank out and see if we can use it or fix it. And I got it all painted up. Of course, I didn't film me painting it because Huli wants to see paint dry. But, man, I'm just so excited, guys, because I've done all this for just what's around my shop, dude. Like, no money spent, just things that I've had gathered up, paint, cleaning, all that. And this truck is just going to look completely different. I got the seat cover put on. I got my gas tank over there painted up. I got the rockers all taped up. We're gonna get the gas tank in, seat back in, black cover. There's a black mat I have that covers up the floor. Dude, this thing is gonna be money. And after a whole week of working on this truck off and on, it is all done. Everything's done off the list, and I'm super duper excited to show you guys this truck. It's going to be really cool. Top 3 things that I'm very excited about is, of course, the seat cover, the gas tank mounted and painted up, the floor mat inside the truck too, because it hides a whole lot of rust or surface rust on the floor. And I just can't wait to show you guys. Let's go and check it out. It is time to experience the truck. So the whole reason for me doing everything that was on this list is to make the truck just that much more nice, right? Just a little bit more nice. So as you can see from the outside, it looks virtually the same, except the inner fenders were cut. So now the tires can clear. So just imagine with me, if you will, oh, I need to get in the truck because I'm going to work. Look how good this door opens, dude. Fling, effortlessly, right? And then you shut it. Oh, just, dude, the action on that baby is so nice. So then you open it up and bam, nice new seat cover, painted gas tank in the back that you can, you know, barely see because I painted it black. And then seat belts are loomed in through the seat right here and through the seat cover, so that looks real nice. Rubber floor mat, all cleaned up and all nice. So then let's go inside the truck, right? Oh, I feel right at home. So as I'm looking through the windshield, brand new windshield wipers. And then, oh, the pop-out window, check it out. Look at that action. Man, just works. Then, oh, I'm backing up a trailer and I need to adjust my mirror. Look at that. Works no problem. And man, I could just imagine myself driving this thing one day. So guys, that is gonna wrap up this video because man, we got so much accomplished, dude. Got everything done on the list. That never happens. And just as I'm sitting here, I'm just enjoying this truck, man. It is so comfy and just so clean, and like, man, I can't wait to be doing burnouts for distance, towing my race car, like all that, dude. It's just gonna be fun times this year. And so speaking of fun times, the next thing I'm gonna probably be working on is tuning on the hatch. So I got a hold of one of my buddies named Chris Payne. He's gonna let me use his laptop and his knowledge. And we're gonna try to get that thing running a lot better so we can go and take it down the street also and do some burnouts. And so I will see you guys really soon in the next video, but thank you for everything you guys have done. I love being able to have the opportunity that God's blessed me with this shop and tools and the knowledge of wanting to be a genuine car person just like you guys. And I'm just over the moon that I'm doing, you know, I'm being excited of doing things that are virtually free. And like, you don't have to go out and buy expensive parts to have something cool. Just get it cleaned up, and then just don't get it right, just get it running, like David Freiberger says, man. So thank you guys again for everything that you do on YouTube and all the support, like always. And I will see you guys in the next video.